So we'll start today's video with my favorite writing supplies. I keep the majority of them in this white coffee cup. And here we have my favorite black ink pens. This pink one here is a part of a set of 8 bought from Amazon, so it was quite cheap, and it's honestly my go-to pens for any of my entries in my journal because of how smoothly it writes and how thin it is at just 0.35 millimeters. Next up, we have another one of my favorite pens. This one is slightly thicker at 0.38 and it also writes quite smoothly. The only thing is that it is quite a bit more expensive than the previous one, so if I had to choose, I would go with the first one. This one is my thinnest pen, and like the one before it, it is more on the expensive side, and it doesn't write as smoothly as I would like it to, but it is still a pretty good pen. And the last pen we have here is your classic Pilot G2 pen at 0.5, and it's one of my favorites just when I need a thicker line. And now moving on to colored pens. I don't use them often, but when I do, it's just these two. So the first one is just this light sparkly blue pen, and I would have to say the quality is actually quite good. I just personally don't use color very often in my journal. I do, however, use this white gel pen quite often just because it helps to correct my mistakes while also giving a little bubble detail to my calligraphy. Finally, we have the classic zebra mile liners, which comes in 3 sets of 5 and are an essential part of every stationery collection. These are just some of my favorite colors, and I personally love using them in my journal. And there are 2 sides to each pen. You have a fine line part, which I use for calligraphy, and you have a broader side, which you can use for highlighting. Now we'll move on to my brush pens, which I keep in this mango tea container. So first up we have the zebra brush pens, which are a favorite of mine to use. I have 2 of them right here. The first one is the medium size pen, which you can tell by the word zhong and its darker coloring on the outside. This is my favorite to use of the 2 because of how smoothly it writes. The other one I have is the fine tip version, and you can tell by hehe and the lighter gray coloring on the outside. But this one I have a little bit more of a harder time controlling, so I prefer the one in medium, though both are great. So next up you have the Tombow brush pens, which are quite famous, and I personally really enjoy them for all the many colors it's offered in. And there are 2 sides to each pen. You have a fine tip, which I don't find myself using very often, and the brush side, which I love, and it writes so smoothly for all my calligraphy. And finally, we get to the actual journal itself. So I got this in a set of 2 off of Amazon for about $12, so it comes out to be quite cheap for each journal. The pages are quite thin, so make sure you note that before you buy it. I actually really prefer its dotted pattern on the inside because I think it just gives a little bit more freedom to write with. So now we'll move on to the things I use to decorate my journal with, and we'll start with washi tapes, of course, as they are one of my favorites, and I have a rather large collection of them. At the end of the video, I will mention where I get most of my washis, so please be patient and watch to the very end. While I do buy the majority of my washi tapes, I will also use a lot of washi from the washi samples that my friends and pen pals send me. So if you see some of the washis there, please know that I don't know where to get them and that my friends gave them to me. So make sure you don't ask about those specific ones. I also have quite the obsession with memo pads, as evidenced by my most recent haul video, and I just like to use a sheet here and there just to brighten up the pages and to add some fun and colorful images. And like with the washi tapes, a lot of my memo sheets are from pen pals, so again, I might not know where they're from, so please make sure to check before you ask. So one of the things I use most often in my journal is EXO stickers, which makes sense because this is a K-pop journal. And here are some more random EXO stickers. I also use plenty of non-K-pop stickers, and these specific ones are from local stationery shops, so I have no idea where to direct you to get them online. And the last K-pop related items I use in my journal are these photos, or a lot of people call them photo cards, but they're not real photo cards to me. I've never made any myself, I just get them as extras from pen pals and friends, but EXO DVE and a bunch of other YouTubers have made videos on how to make them, so be sure to check them out. The most important thing of all is double-sided tape. It will be your best friend in getting things in your journal. So Amazon is definitely a website I use very often. Here we have the Tombow brush pens. I got my pens at Michael's, but if you don't have the Michael's nearby, they are available on Amazon for a quite good price. And they have a lot of different colors here, so definitely check out Amazon if you're interested in Tombow brush pens. You can also find the zebra brush pens on Amazon, and I'm definitely not saying that Amazon has the best prices, but they are very quick to ship out, and they're a good place to start buying your stationery from, but it's up to you if you want to do the work and the research to find better places with cheaper prices. And here you'll see that they have a large variety of black gel pens as well, and I personally have never tried them, but Amazon has a bunch of Muji pens which I've heard really good things about, so definitely make sure you check out Amazon for pens as well. And here are the pens I discussed in the very beginning. They look a little different on the outside, but the inside should be the same. And as you can see by the price, it is still quite cheap for each pen. And you can find the mild liners on Amazon as well. This is actually the best price I have seen for just all of them, so I would definitely take advantage of this because the zebra mild liners were not this cheap when I was buying them. And here are the notebooks that I use, and like I said, you get 2 of them for around $12. These journals are a knockoff of the Muji ones. They are just a lot cheaper, I think, and the quality of the pages might not be as good, but I find that once I tape 2 pages together, I really don't have a problem with thin pages at all. And okay, I swear I'm still gonna get this question and I'm gonna punch a bitch, but you can get EXO stickers through group orders on Twitter. That is where I get the majority of my EXO stickers, and I made a video on how to order EXO fan goods through group orders, so please, please, please check out that video. I don't know how many times I've had people ask me where I get my stickers, even though I told them there was a video about it. So please check out this video. It already includes a list of some of my favorite bootboarder managers that you can go check out too. So yep, make sure you check out this video. So moving on to where I buy my washi tape from, if you guys saw my huge AliExpress haul, you'll know that you can find a large variety of washi tape on AliExpress, and here I'm just showing you some of the first options that pop up, but it's definitely super cheap and affordable, and there's honestly so many pretty ones, and here you can get a coupon, but yeah, that one I have had my eyes on and I want to get because it's pretty and shiny. And AliExpress is a bottomless pit of hell where you will get stuck in if you try to shop for things, because you're going to end up with a cart full of 30 things, and I'm just warning you now, it's just like, it's like so hard to dig yourself out of that hole. But yeah, lots of different washies. So the next shop that I buy my washi tape from is Pinkoi, and it's one of those websites where it's basically like a packaging forwarding center. You can either buy directly from the shop or ship everything to Pinkoi's forwarding center and they will pack everything and ship it to you together. But one of my favorite stores is the Hello Studio, which is where I got my Cosmic Ice Cream and Universe washi tapes from, and you'll see it right here. I'll click on it, and yep, they're a little more on the expensive side as you see there, but it's definitely worth it because they give you a lot of it and it's just beautiful. My other favorite store on Pinkoi is the Johan store, and this is where I get my other like quirky, funky washi tapes from, if you were wondering. But I do have a Pinkoi haul video where I think I go a little more in depth on how to order things and more details on that. So make sure you check out that video as well before you ask any questions. And finally, we have eBay itself. One of the largest resources, I would say, and you can just find any kind of stationery on here. You can find washi tapes, stickers, pens. So I would say if you can't find something on Amazon, Pinkoi, any other shop, go to eBay because the chances are it's going to be available there. And as I mentioned before, I do go to Michael's and local stationery shops. If you don't have them near you, then I'm not sure where else you can go. But Michael's definitely is a little more overpriced. I just go there for the convenience. Yeah, so again, this shows you the importance of checking prices on different websites, because as you can see here, Michael's does way overprice the Tombow brush pens in comparison to Amazon. So yep, that was it guys. I hope this video was helpful for you and I will see you in the next one. Bye!